Thank you, Chair. Thanks, Madam, for taking our questions today. When I think about the future of Europe, I think of Jean Monnet. I think of Altiero Spinelli, of Ursula Hirschmann, of Louise Weiss, and what they thought about the future of Europe. I think about a European federal republic. I think of truly European elections and transnational lists. I think about the rule of law that protects citizens and all their possibilities, same rights, for whether they're male, female, whether they're straight or gay. And I think of institutions that are transparent and free of corruption. And I think Ursula von der Leyen wants to build the future of Europe on these same values. But you, in the past few years, have repeatedly voted against some of these values. You voted against the Article 7 procedure for Hungary. You voted against transnational lists. You voted against more transparency in the Council and against stronger lobby rules, to just name a few examples. So I would like to ask you how you will bring this past voting record in line with the mission that has now been given to you by President-elect von der Leyen, and how you will credibly defend to build a future of Europe based on these values. And if you could today change your vote on some of these issues, would you change your vote?
Mr. Freund, thank you. Thank you for this question. I believe in rule of law, first of all. If I may only explain one example, which was Article 7, because maybe this would be the easiest way how to explain this. Of course, I believe in rule of law, but this Sargentini report was initiated from the Parliament, and when we were talking about Poland, it was initiated by the Commission. I still think that Commission is neutral arbiter, and this was the reason why my delegation, voted against, if you want me to clear this. But I share concern that there are severe breaches of rule of law there. I share your vision on that. But now, as I know, this is in the Court of Justice, but I also know that this subject is stuck in the Council. So I don't, believe me, I believe in rule of law, but there are some differences living in the country I know best, which borders to that country, and it was very hard to be, at that time, you know, I was, as I said to you before in previous conversation, it was easier not to be a member of parliament and then come here to hearing for the commission. Don't worry about me. As I said, the commission will have spirit of collegiality, and we will vote unanimously, and don't doubt in my attitude towards rule of law and towards transparency.
I want to follow up on that role that you're seeking to play in this conference on the future of Europe. So in the last 5 years, we've already talked about it. We've had a number of reports here in the Parliament. We've had the 5 Presidents report. You yourself have spoken about the numerous dialogues with citizens that the European Commission has already had. I hear of 200,000 citizens that have been directly involved. All heads of state, as you also pointed out, have outlined their vision in this House. So I wonder a bit, given the enormous challenges that Europe is facing, from climate change over large corporations not paying any taxes on our continent, to how do we deal with digitalization, how do we defend Europe's role in a world between China and the United States, do you think now is the time to embark on a 2-year listening exercise, as you call it, or is it not time now to act? And if it is time to act, so you say you want to first take those opportunities within the treaties and not immediately go into treaty change. So can you name just the three most important elements? What do you think really brings Europe forward, European democracy now, that we can do within the treaties? Your own personal opinion, please, not the Commission line. What do you think is the most important now?
If you ask me directly, I will answer directly. I think the climate change is a very important issue, and Mr. Timmermans' portfolio is one of the most important ones at the moment. This is how I see Europe and future of Europe. But of course, digital is also very, very important. So we have to start with this, but I don't see that we have to change treaty in order to act. We can act at the moment without changing the treaty, but as I said, I am in favor if debates show. I don't want to impose anything, so I'm sure that also President-elect won't be in position to propose immediate change of treaty. We will do it if the citizens ask for it. Of course, you are direct representative of the citizens. We are the voice of the citizens, but let's first listen to them and see what they say. But climates, digitals, I think this is very, very important, and we can do a lot at this moment with actual architecture and with actual treaty.